Okay, so in this example, I want to show you guys how to take an edge of breakup sound, or perhaps a driven amp sound that seemingly has nowhere to go, and turn that into a mid-forward, easy on the hands solo type sound. So imagine you've got a single or a 2-channel amp, and you've cranked it as far as it can go. We're going to use ParaEq to further shape that and coax a solo sound out of it using the boost and some frequency control. So this is where we're starting. Kind of a middle of the road driven sound. Imagine your amp has nowhere to go from here. So what I'd like to do is boost the guitar signal into the front of the amp, so we're gonna get ease of playability, a little bit of that added compression that you get from boosting some signal into the front of the amp, and then we're gonna further sculpt. So when I play a sound like this, I'm usually looking to bring the edges in. That's kind of a constant you'll notice running through all these examples, just to kind of tame any excess lows and highs. And then I want to select the mid frequency that I'm going to push to kind of bring that voice forward. So in a classic overdrive, you might have frequency response that's anywhere between about 650 hertz, maybe up to about 1K. So we're going to look for a frequency that feels sort of easy on the hands and nice on the ear, and we're going to coax that out and try to make a solo sound out of this. So the first thing that I want to do is definitely engage the boost. So even approaching noon, you'll notice that we've got quite a bit of headroom here. But with that comes all of the frequencies from this guitar. So we want to lean the top and the bottom out and find that mid-range frequency. What I want to do is I want to bring the high pass up to about 80. Maybe a little further here. Still gonna leave some body in it, so we don't want to go too much. And then I'm gonna bring the highs in. So we're gonna bring the low pass probably somewhere in and around the 4-ish K. Feels pretty good on the hand so far, but I'd like a little bit more signal. So let's do that. And then what we're going to do is bring the high shelf up a little bit. This will give us a little added clarity. And I want to find a mid frequency that I'm going to enhance here. So somewhere around, I'd say 650-ish, and maybe take the Q and we'll go just a little fatter than moderate, probably somewhere kind of here, and then we'll give it a little lift, something like this. Immediately in the hands, I can already feel this is a way thicker, throaty, more mid-forward sound. Personally, I get more confidence when I play leads, especially in this kind of like edge of breakup territory, if I get that mid-forward kind of feeling. Sounds great on chords too, breaks up great. And a sound like this will also react great to your pickup. So I've gone from the bridge pickup to the split coil sound here on position 2. Almost mimicking kind of a pseudo strat kind of thing. And some neck pickup. Sounds really creamy and very vocal in mid-forward. There's so much boost on tap here that I'm kind of tempted to take it above noon and see what happens. So this is neck pickup. And that sounds like my amp wants to explode, which is also an excellent sound. So as you can see, even just starting from a really almost rudimentary, neutral kind of edge of breakup sound, we can use parametric EQ in a number of ways to further shape the guitar's tone, take us into some solo territory, and address any frequencies that might be problem areas, and then enhance the things that we want to hear. It's pretty much endless as far as what you're able to achieve with a really flexible tool like this. And again, by comparison to most graphic EQs, parametric EQ really allows us to select each frequency and then tailor how much of that cue and how much we're removing from the signal or enhancing. So that's just another example of how we can use parametric EQ in front of the amplifier.